Imagine the acrid tang of incense curling through your nostrils like a lover's secret, thick and cloying, pulling you under into a realm where every unspoken yearning blooms into brittle perfection. What if the life you've always craved, the one where scars fade to silk, where the weight of your shyness dissolves like morning mist, unfurled before you, only to taste of ash on your tongue? This is the siren call of the Shy Hero and the Assassin Princesses episode 11, The Shy Hero and the Master of Dreams, released on September 13, 2025, a pivotal breath in the mid-season arc where our fractured party teeters on the precipice of revelation. Like Odysseus bound to the mast, ears plugged against the siren's song, we viewers are lashed to the narrative's mast, hearts pounding with the universal ache of what we might become if we surrendered to illusion. In this episode, the shy hero Toto doesn't just stumble through shadows. He confronts the mirror of his soul, and you, dear reader, will feel the cold glass against your palm, wondering if your own reflections whisper lies. What if your deepest hope was the deadliest trap? The pull is inexorable. Lean in and let the dream claim you, but can you wake before it devours? Picking up the frayed threads from episode 10's demonic skirmish, where the party's fragile bonds were tested by spectral Dullahans and the lingering rot of betrayal, episode 11 plunges us into a somnolent snare. Goa, the enigmatic mind-weaver among our assassin trio, ignites the infinite incense, its smoke a thief in the night, ensnaring Toto, Anemone, Seal, and even herself in bespoke reveries. Each vision is a gilded cage. Anemone tends a sun-dappled orphanage, her priestess robes unstained by blood. Seal reigns as demon lord, her laughter echoing over feasts of forbidden sweets. Toto strides as an unburdened champion, his fainting spells banished like yesterday's ghosts. Yet, as these idols shimmer, fissures appear, echoes of a child's plea, a forgotten camaraderie, that hint at the illusion's fragility. The episode crescendos not in clash of steel, but in the quiet unraveling of facades, transitioning us toward a reckoning where dreams bleed into dawn. Picture yourself adrift in that haze, the incense's warmth on your skin like a false embrace from an old flame. The allure tugs, doesn't it? Why does fulfillment feel so hollow, like the echo of a lover's promise after the door slams shut? You sense the twist coiling, the reality clawing back. Watch, and chase the truth before it slips away. This episode masterfully advances the arc's undercurrent of fractured trust, transforming a potential lull into a psychological odyssey. No grand battles rage. Instead, the narrative unfurls through layered illusions, revealing Goa's gambit as both catalyst and confession. Key twists abound. The incense, augmented by the fallen Uria's ethereal wings from prior chapters, isn't mere enchantment but a mirror to the party's suppressed fractures, propelling us toward episode 12's promised convergence. Pacing hums like a taut wire, leisurely dives into each dream build inexorable tension, balanced by staccato flashbacks that slice through the reverie. Dramatic equilibrium shines in the cliffhanger's whisper. As bonds reknit in subconscious defiance, we teeter on awakening's brink. Yet, fans murmur over cloudy aspects. Why does the younger Goa's spectral interventions feel so autonomous? Does the incense bend her will, or is it Uria's lingering malice? Drawing from the manga's chapter 22, where Goa's ritual is first invoked, the ambiguity clarifies. The wings amplify but do not corrupt. Goa's choice is her own, a desperate bid for control born of isolation, not external puppeteering. In the light novel's Volume 3 expansion, this echoes as a deliberate echo of historical dream lore, akin to the oracle of Delphi's ambiguous vapors, truth veiled in haze to force introspection. No confusion lingers. It's a scalpel, carving deeper into the soul's terrain. Feel that prickle at your nape, as if the smoke invades your lungs? The plot doesn't rush answers. It savors your unease, urging you to unravel it frame by frame. Here, the episode alchemizes vulnerability into revelation, peeling back layers like onion skins over a flickering hearth. Toto's dream self, bold and unblushing, exposes his core wound. The shy hero's armor of reticence, forged in a youth of sidelong glances and unspoken crushes, crumbles to reveal a man starved for belonging. His choices, embracing phantom companions without recoil, surprise in their poignancy, transformative yet tethered to reality's pull. Anemone's pastoral idol unearths her assassin's remorse, her hands healing rather than harming, a quiet growth from blade to bomb. Seal's tyrannical revelry, laced with childlike glee over candied fish, startles with its raw joy, her demonic ferocity yielding to unarmored delight. But Goa, oh Goa steals the shadows. Her flashbacks, raw as a confessional in some medieval cloister, unveil the hidden scar. A childhood friend's recoil from her mind control gift, not malice but terror of autonomy's loss, mirroring historical tales like Joan of Arc's visions, branded witchcraft yet born of desperate salvation. Her motivations shift from predator to penitent. The dialogue in her reverie, was it ever mine to choose? Rings transformative, a siren's wail that surprises messes with its humility. Consistent, utterly. These arcs don't evolve in isolation. They interlace, each dream a thread in the party's tapestry, begging you. What dream would expose your unspoken fracture? Lean closer. Their growth mirrors yours, incomplete until witnessed. Beyond the veil, episode 11 wrestles with the eternal dance of illusion versus authenticity, power's double-edged kiss, and the morality of desire's theft. Sacrifice manifests not in blood but in the quiet forfeiture of self. Goa's incense a Faustian bargain, trading truth for tailored heavens, echoing Nietzsche's abyss where gazing long enough makes it gaze back. Hope clashes with despair in every saccharine vista. Anemone's orphanage a bulwark against trafficking's historical horrors. Think the shadowed alleys of Victorian London, children bartered like chattel, yet hollow without her sisters in arms. Survival twists into subversion. Do we endure by reshaping reality, or by shattering its lies? These queries don't preach. They seep into the sinews of choice, as when Seal's scepter feels leaden in her grip, a crown heavier than any demon's yoke. The episode posits, in your quietest hungers, what would you trade for peace? The resonance lingers, a philosophical aftertaste sharp as regrets bite, provoking not resolution, but your own midnight reckoning. Subtle lore accretes like frost on a windowpane. The infinite incense, rooted in the manga's arcane pharmacopoeia, draws from elven dream-weaving traditions, complicating the universe's metaphysical strata. Uria's wings infuse a spectral permanence, hinting at souls as currency in this realm's economy, enriching the cosmology without overwhelming the intimate scale. No info dumps. These threads weave organically, deepening the stakes as dreams bleed into the waking world's fragile alliances. The script gleams like a whetted dagger, sharp, elliptical, laced with poetic barbs that foreshadow and haunt. Lines like Anemone's murmured prayer over cribs. In this house, no shadows claim the light, carry biblical weight, evoking the psalm's solace amid peril, while Goa's fractured soliloquy, "Control me, if you must, just don't leave," trembles with raw immediacy, free of clichés rot. Impactful, profoundly, they resonate post-credits, echoing like a history's unheeded oracle. Socrates' hemlock cup plea for authentic bonds over gilded chains. The writing seduces, each word a hook in your chest. Imagine whispering those confessions in your own dream's hush. Would they wake you, or lull you deeper? The curiosity gnaws. The episode demands your voice join the chorus. Studio connects artistry pulses with dreamlike fluidity, where colors shift from reverie's saturated golds. Anemone's sunlit meadows awash in amber, evoking Van Gogh's starry solace. Tototo's shadowed valor in bruised indigos, shadows lengthening like unspoken doubts. Symbolism saturates. The incense's coils as serpentine veins, pulsing with forbidden life. Stillness in Seal's throne room amplifies isolation's void, movement fracturing only in subconscious ruptures. Beauty here isn't ornament, it's weaponized emotion. The blush on Goa's dream cheeks a fragile mask over trauma's abyss, drawing you in like a moth to flame's deceptive warmth. Director Motanabu Hori, of Carol and Tuesday's rhythmic introspection, employs languid pans over idyllic vistas, mirroring the soporific pull, then shatters with jarring close-ups, pupils dilating in dawning recall, akin to Hitchcock's vertigo spirals of disorientation. Editing rhythms ebb like breath, elongated holds and fulfillment's false embrace, quick-cut flashbacks sinking to Goa's pulse, amplifying tension until your own heart races. These choices don't merely. Haruki Ishiya's Toto layers boyish wonder over emerging steel, his faltering confidence a soul-bearing falsetto. But Goa, voiced by an unyielding intensity from a rising Siyu, rumored for future leads, quivers with fractured edges, each syllable a scalpel's edge, her sobs echoing the raw vulnerability of historical outcasts like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, monster and maker entwined. These performances don't act, they become, drawing you into the vocal fray until their echoes pulse in your throat. This episode didn't merely move me, it carved hollows, leaving scars of wistful envy for those dream lives unlived. The weight settled like damp earth after rain, wonder at the party's unspoken kinships, despair at desire's deceitful gleam. A pivotal collision, call it destiny's quiet implosion, shifts the axis without fanfare, a breaking point where illusions fracture like fine porcelain under a hesitant fist. I felt the universal tremor. Have you, in sleepless hours, bartered your truth for comfort's lie, only to wake hollow? Like standing at Thermopylae's pass, outnumbered by your own shadows, it sparks a defiant spark, hope's ember amid despair's gale. The echoes philosophical, insistent. What if your grandest self is but smoke? The immersion grips. You emerge altered. The screens glow a beacon back to your own veiled longings. What scar will your dream leave? Employing the reverse reading, flipping critique to uncover intent. Pacing's dreamlike drift might irk as opacity, yet it's deliberate, a thematic echo of entrapment's languor, mirroring Goa's own stasis. Complexity in Goa's psyche risks convolution, but reframed, it's the manga's gift. Layers layers demanding rereads, like Joyce's Ulysses streams, rewarding the patient. Voice timbres occasionally blur in ensemble reveries, a minor opacity, yet it underscores illusion's uniformity, flaw as fidelity to theme. Appreciation outweighs. This isn't floridden. It's ambitiously human, measured critique yielding to the whole's seductive cohesion. Episode 11 triumphs in its dual alchemy, narrative propulsion laced with emotional excavation. Its soul quaver the occasional veil too thick for hasty grasps, yet even that serves the spell. It succeeds luminously, artistically, a tapestry of dream weft and reality warp, narratively, a bridge to catharsis's shore. Strengths eclipse shadows, the visceral character unveilings, the OST's haunting embrace, rendering it a mid-arc zenith. But tell me, as the incense fades and your pulse quickens, what if this dream isn't theirs alone, but yours, beckoning from the screen's edge, promising the ache of truth's first light? Watching isn't choice. It's the next breath in your odyssey, the step from shadow into the party's defiant dawn. Yield to it, wake with them, or remain forever adrift in what might have been. Picture the metallic tang of blood on your lips, mingled with the earthy sweetness of rain-soaked soil, as if the ground itself weeps for the burdens you carry, scars etched not just on flesh but on the soul, where fear of rejection festers like an unhealed wound from battles long past. What if the very affections that bind you were forged in deception, a siren's embrace promising salvation yet laced with venom? This is the intoxicating peril of The Shy Hero and the Assassin Princesses. Episode 12, The Shy Hero and the Assassin Princesses, released on September 20th, 2025, as the season's resounding finale, capping the dream-weaving arc with a crescendo of awakening and unresolved yearning. Like Romeo awakening in the tomb, mistaking poison for parting, our party emerges from illusion's grip, their bonds tested and tempered, leaving an impression of fragile triumph that whispers of greater storms ahead. You stand there with them, the chill of dawn prickling your skin, heart thundering. Will these confessions hold against the world's cruel scrutiny? The suspense coils like a noose, one wrong breath, and it tightens. Dare you witness the unraveling, or let the mystery haunt your waking hours? Threading from Episode 11's narcotic reveries, where Goa's infinite incense trapped the party in tailored paradises, exposing raw vulnerabilities like a confessor's blade to the throat, Episode 12 surges into escape's frenzy. Toto, Anemone, Seal, and Goa, guided by echoes of a spectral young Goa, battle encroaching shadows that morph from dream fragments into tangible threats, their unity the only lantern in the abyss. Awakening brings not relief but reckoning. Reassurances bloom amid the ruins, a mysterious encounter with ethereal creature restores what was ravaged, and the group contemplates their tangled paths forward, transitioning into an open horizon that teases deeper alliances or betrayals. Imagine the disorientation washing over you like the aftermath of a fevered night, the air thick with unresolved tension, echoing the historical haze of post-battle fields at Gettysburg, where victors and vanquished alike question survival's cost. Why does victory taste of loss, like a lover's farewell kiss? The curiosity burrows deep. The episode beckons you to chase its fleeting truths. Episode 12 propels the narrative to a poignant closure, resolving the dream arc's psychological siege while seeding expansive futures. Key revelations pierce the veil. Toto's bold affirmations of love shatter barriers, affirming the party's evolution from adversaries to kin. A twist in the shadow's defeat unveils Goa's self-sabotage as a cry for belonging, not domination. The cliffhanger dangles tantalizingly. An enigmatic beast's boon hints at cosmic endorsements, leaving the door ajar for Toto's heroic legitimacy. Pacing masterfully balances introspection's languor with action's pulse, early ethereal struggles giving way to grounded confrontations, achieving dramatic poise akin to a symphony's finale. Fan inquiries swirl around cloudy aspects, such as the divine beast's true nature. Why a bunny-like entity, and does its feathers' restorative magic imply divine selection? Drawing from the manga's Volume 4, chapters 29 to 31, adapted here per adaptation notes, the beast emerges as a harbinger of authentic heroism, not mere strength. It bestows boons only on those with untainted hearts, clarifying that Toto's work in progress status is no flaw but a journey, much like Arthur's Excalibur pull in Legend, proof through trial, not title. In the light novel's expanded lore, from web novel origins, serialized on platforms like Kakayomu, this ambiguity underscores hero legitimacy as relational, not solitary. The beast's play, Tag with Toto, symbolizes innocence amid peril, resolving confusion by framing it as a test of bonds over brute force. No loose ends dangle unchecked. The plot weaves them into a tapestry of growth, informative as a scholar's tome yet pulsing with life's messiness. Depth unfurls like petals under storm's assault, revealing wounds that bleed authenticity. Toto's growth astonishes. His shy feints, once comedic crutches, now fuel resolute confessions, transforming from passive survivor to emotional anchor. His motivations, rooted rooted in village lost guilt, echoed in manga flashbacks, drive surprising choices that prioritize hearts over heroism. Anemone's priestess facade cracks to expose anti-slavery fire, her dialogues tender yet fierce, consistent with her hidden past as a liberator. Seal's demonic pragmatism yields to vulnerability, her secrecy about the beast a protective surprise, born of paternal shadows. Goa, however, blooms most vividly. Her abandonment scars, festering like Medea's betrayed rage and myth, motivate the dream trap as a desperate grasp for control. Yet her growth pivots transformative, accepting love's risk through the party's embrace, her choices evolving from manipulative to mutual. Were they consistent? Profoundly, each arc a mirror to inner turmoil, surprising in their intimacy, like a confessional whisper that reshapes destinies. Power's duality, wielded as chain or key, manifests in Goa's hypnosis, a tool of isolation turned bridge through sacrifice, questioning, does strength corrupt, or does connection redeem? Morality twists in assassination's irony, the princess's lethal intents, meant for survival, Seal's independence, Anemone's justice, clash with emergent hope, echoing Camus' absurd rebellion against despair. Sacrifice echoes in Toto's endurance, bearing emotional lashes for unity's sake, while hope versus despair plays in the beast's boon, a light-piercing gloom, yet veiled, prompting, in your own shadows, what beast might anoint you worthy? These resonate not as abstractions but visceral struggles, survival's gamble like gladiators in the Colosseum, choices forging or fracturing souls. New lore enriches with the divine beast's introduction, a mythical entity from ancient texts, manga chapter 30, guardians of balance who intervene subtly, complicating the universe's hierarchy. Heroes aren't born but chosen through trials, adding layers to guild ranks and demonic politics, without overwhelming the intimate focus. The script slices, with poetic precision, lines like Toto's I love you, all of you carrying seismic weight, foreshadowing unity's fragility while resonating like Shakespeare's sonnets amid tempest, eternal yet ephemeral. Goa's fractured pleas, am I monster or more? Impact viscerally, free of cliché, echoing historical laments like Anne Boleyn's Tower Confessions. Sharp and evocative, they linger post-credits, a haunting echo in your chest. What words would you utter in awakening's glare? The writing entices, suspense building with each syllable. Plunge in, and let the revelations claim you. Studio Connect's artistry dazzles with fluid transitions from dreams' hazy pastels, Goa's illusions in swirling violets, symbolizing manipulative haze, to awakening's stark earth tones, shadows retreating like defeated foes. Lighting pierces poignantly, dawn's golden rays on restored fields evoke renewal's beauty as rebirth, not mere aesthetic, but a metaphor for scarred souls healing. Stillness and confrontations amplifies isolation's chill, movement erupting in beast's playful chase, shaping impact as cathartic release. What beauty signifies hope's fragile dawn? Hori's direction employs intimate close-ups on trembling eyes, mirroring emotional quakes, while wide shots of the beast's frolic compose harmony amid chaos, editing's rhythm syncing to heartbeats, slow for reassurances, rapid for shadow's assault, amplifying tension like Kurosawa's Seven Samurai duels, where every frame breathes character strife. The OST haunts as a spectral chorus, motifs of lilting flutes for the beast's whimsy crescendo to orchestral swells and affirmations, burning into memory like Beethoven's fateful knocks. Silence reigns in awakening's hush, louder than thunder, elevating vulnerability. Does the quiet between notes echo your own unspoken fears? Ishiya's Toto infuses tremor with steel, his confessions a soul's timbre quaking yet resolute. Wakayama's Anemone trembles with intensity, embodying scarred defiance. But the standout, Goa's VA delivers with fractured intensity, each whisper a dagger's edge, capturing abandonment's soul like a Greek tragedian's wail, pure embodiment. This finale scarred me with tender wonder, the weight of reclaimed bonds settling like autumn leaves, evoking joy laced with ache. Moments of affirmation sparked ethereal light, yet left echoes of what-ifs, a pivotal convergence where destinies entwine in unexpected grace, shifting paradigms without finality. I felt the universal pull. Have you, in love's arena, risked rejection for redemption, like knights at Camelot's round table, oaths binding amid uncertainty? The philosophical hum persists. What beast lurks in your heart, awaiting play to anoint your path? You're there, breath held in the field's hush, curiosity igniting watch, and let the scars become your map. Reverse reading reframes potential flaws. Pacing still. Watching isn't mere diversion. It's the inevitable stride into your soul's uncharted dawn, where love's assassins become allies. Surrender to it or forever wonder what boon you forfeited.